Fishing the Wild West TV with Wes David is brought to you by Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest, Adventure Destinations. Book your trip of a lifetime with Adventure Destinations and Thompson's Resort, along with Cam Clark Ford, the official vehicle of Fishing the Wild West TV.
Living a dream, fishing the streams, fishing the wild.
This week's episode of Fishing the Wild West TV, we're at Kendall Pointe Lodge near Pointe, Manitoba. We're going to be fishing with a special guest, Jeff Gustafson, otherwise known as Gussie, the 2023 Bassmaster Classic World Champion. We're going to be on the Winnipeg River. We're going to be fishing a variety of species, but we're going to be targeting his favorite species, smallmouth bass.
We're pretty close to my neck of the woods. We're in eastern Manitoba on the Winnipeg River system. So I've actually fished the water that dumps into this quite a bit, and you know, this looks kind of familiar. But yeah, I'm sure we're gonna catch walleyes. We're in some of the best walleye water in the world, and apparently the bass fishing's good out here. So I've never been on this water. We're gonna sort of break down how to find some bass, fishing shallow mostly, and it should be fun. Well, I'm sure we'll get some pike too. They bite everything.
And at this time of the year, on this water body, is it common for the walleye and bass, pike to be together, like in the same areas, feeding, current, whatever the case may be?
So this section's narrowed down. There's a fair amount of current. So first off, we're gonna try and use that to our advantage, and current sets fish up in predictable places, you know, on the back sides of some of these rocks and little stick outs. When we were coming into camp just now, this stretch up here, we got some sand and boulders kind of mixed together. Usually those areas have a lot of crayfish and a lot of fish around, so that's where we're going to start.
Transition areas.
Transitions, yeah. That was right on top of the rock. There's a bass. Little guy, but we're on the board, right? Target species.
I'll get out of the water, get out of your way.
You're good. Actually, a lot of these bass that you hook will actually have another bass following them. Like, that's pretty standard. So when we're reeling them in, it's not a bad idea to just throw your bait in right behind these ones when we're fighting them. Yeah, we'll get some doubles for sure. So that came right off, like, we can see the shallow rocks sticking out up here. That came right up almost on top of it.
And that's where those crayfish will go up on there.
Especially when it's sunny and nice out. I mean, I think they get out crawling around even more when it's nice out. So the afternoons are usually the best time to catch bass, and yeah, it should be fun out here. Little bass.
All right. All right.
Crazy, just spitting up like the tiniest little minnows ever.
There's my first bass with Gussie, the world champion bass angler.
We will get a bigger one than that.
Yeah, fair enough. We just, it's been really interesting because we're fishing with Gussie and we're getting to see how he dissects a water body looking for bass.
Probably drive everybody nuts because we're like, I'm in spot lock here right now, but I've had this trolling motor on like 60 or 70 the whole time, just kind of covering some water, just trying to get bites and see if we can get a feel for like the kind of stuff these fish want to be on. I mean, it's early July. You could catch some out deeper, but generally the biggest population should be around these rocks, you know, just off the edges of these rocks that we can see. Like, that's typically this part of the world, that's a good plan. So,
and what you're seeing mixed in with pike, walleye.
Yeah.
So you set the hook on everything.
Yeah, that's how it was supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. Gussie said, throw to that rock. There should be one there. Bang. Well, they're getting bigger. Right where he was supposed to be. They get a lot bigger in here. We're just filtering through looking for them, and we'll get in a spot and pick them up, and we'll move on to the next one, finding active feeding fish.
This segment is brought to you by Big Sky Flies and Jigs, tackle you can trust, and Power Pole, total boat control. Closed captioning is brought to you by Buzz Bomb Tackle, iconic sonic fishing lures, made in North America for over 50 years.
Do they normally, Gus, they school up size-wise, or would they be mixed?
Not necessarily. Like some places, yeah, but I mean that's two kind of right off. Like you got one there, and then
Right off the point.
yeah, high, likely where one should kind of be, but.
Well, I like, even though they're small, I like them better than pike. They're not taking our gear.
Yeah.
So that's 3 within probably 5 casts. So for whatever reason, they're staged up here. Sorry.
It's all right.
I'll come on this side.
That's a better one. But that's where, like, get a cast right off that edge. That's 3 and 3 casts right there.
There we go.
Walleye you got this time.
Was it?
Yeah,
You
look
saw
at,
him?
see the other one with mine?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Came up and he ate a bug, like, right beside us.
so there was a follower. He's got a great bass on there.
Nicer one, yeah. The other one was the same size, too, that was with him.
I got a walleye. Woo. And Gussie's got a really nice bass.
Yeah, better,
Yeah.
chunky. Part of the reason why that we like bass fishing so much is they are probably easier to catch on artificial baits than meat, and than most other fish, and that's, they're kind of widely available.
And a variety of different techniques.
Yeah, you can catch them a lot of different ways, so that's part of the fun of it, I think, for some people, is just the different artificial baits that you can use. This is just a Ned rig, so basically a little worm and a little, mushroom head jig, basically, and that's everywhere you go pretty much in smallmouth country. That's a real good fish catcher.
Well, the bass or the walleye are right under the boat, in case you were wondering.
Well, that's good. These are nice little eaters too, in case we want to do some shore lunch later. Or do they want us to bring any?
Nothing was said to us.
All right. Well,
Our focus is the fish. Whoa!
there you go.
See, now that's how I fish.
That one was just waiting for you that whole time.
That's
I better just let mine down and see if there's more. This is what happens. They're inquisitive, and look at, yeah. I like when that happens, when you just got to, we're in spot lock here. It's windy, there's a lot of current, the motor's working. These fish don't even care.
That's why I wanted to bring you to this spot.
Yeah. That's a good
So
one.
yeah, that's so.
You gotta love when your bait's just dangling over the side for catching one. Look at this, another one. This one feels good. Oh yeah.
I've had that happen when I was pike fishing.
Yeah, that's
But never-
2 drops, 2 fish instantly. A little bit better ones than what we were kind of getting before. They're, not big ones, but that's some good action.
I am lucky he didn't pull my rod over.
Yeah, no kidding. There's a bunch of fish
So
right
just
here.
that flurry there, there's 4 or 5 bass, 2 walleye.
I'm getting another one.
This is my style, vertical jigging. Oh, he had it. Right in that current or that seam,
Yeah.
like you said, they'd hang out in.
Look
Oh, and
at-
there's one
yeah,
chasing
Yeah,
him.
it's a nice one too.
Oh, hold on. He's still there.
Jeez, I got my line caught here. Got him.
Got him? Perfect.
See, they're usually the bigger ones too.
Follow it.
Cool. Well, that's your best tip, people. If you're new to the bass fishing, a lot of times they follow each other when you have a hooked one. So that was nice work. Brought them right to me.
Yeah, I'm helping you out.
Yeah, there you go.
This segment has been brought to you by Hooked Magazine, hooked on fishing and the great outdoors, and Big Chief Meat Snacks, big taste, big adventure. This segment is brought to you by Streamside Rods and Reels, we keep you fishing, and Gill Fishing, anywhere, all conditions.
Man, it's hard. Yeah, this is a good one too.
Want me to grab them for you, or are we boat flipping them, or what are we doing?
I don't know. Yeah, he's a real good one. No, I don't think I'm gonna boat flip him.
Yeah, no, that's a nice one. You got $10,000 on the line if you get this fish in. Belly. Put your hand under his belly. Yeah.
All right, I get 10 grand.
That was the classic winning bait right there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We've got it twisted around. That is a beautiful. I know they get bigger in here, and I know.
No, that's a good one though. Yeah, that's a 3-pounder beauty fish.
It's not every day you get to bass fish with the world champion bass angler.
There we go. I just threw a crankbait up there, got a little guy.
You know, some of these bigger ones we got to measure, Gussie, because it's the Hook Magazine's 15th year anniversary, and they have t-shirts for the largest pike, walleye,
Of the trip?
and bass. Yeah.
All right.
I think you two are disqualified.
Oh, we don't get to be a part of it? Huh.
It's not very nice.
No. No, that's kind of being bullies, aren't they? And he spit out a lot of those little
Yeah.
fish fries.
Yeah, I've never even really seen that before. Whoa. Getting them cranking. I had one on earlier that was running a little bit deep. I was sort of just dragging it on the rocks the whole time. So this is just a little Bagley Sunny B, Pro Sunny B. Kind of just has, you know, and there's a lot of crankbaits like this, but square bill, so it's not going to go real deep, sort of short, but for that like 3 to 5 feet of water, it's nice. It kind of could be a crayfish, could be a bait fish.
Okay, guys, we got two great smallmouth bass here. We're on, I don't even know what portion of the Winnipeg River we're on, but we're staying at Trail End Camps and Outfitters. Is this
Those are some nice ones.
That's average, a little above average?
Yeah, those are 3-pounders. I mean, we'll get them back, but those are, you know, yeah, you come here and fish. I've fished the other end of this stretch in the fall, and have caught some 4- and 5-pounders. I mean,
Yeah.
but for just getting out, I mean, we've caught a lot of fish today. If you want to go somewhere and get some bites, and I mean, there's tons to explore. We're gonna keep after it, and the goal is a 4-pound bass is like a 19-incher. That's a big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the truth is, you know, we're showing them to you how they come. Small, big, and it's not only quality fish, but an abundance of fish, and as you've seen, multiple species in many, many areas.
And it's our first day being out here. No one's told us a bit.
Yeah.
No one told us anything. We're just fishing and fishing stuff that looks good. You know, finding a lot of these points and current, where the current sort of blows by these points. We got a nice one coming up here that should have some fish around it. But yeah, man, it's a fun place to put a line in the water, and like lots of life. We've caught a lot of fish today.
Very healthy fisher. And you're so fortunate to fish with Fishing the Wild West TV.
It's a first for everything, but thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, thank you for coming on the show with us.
This Gear Talk is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
All right, in addition to all the Mega Live 360 and the great features on these Humminbird units, they have some new map cards, the VX map cards, and I use them all over North America. I'm fishing all over in the US, but we got Canada covered really well. Manitoba has its own card, Ontario has its own card, and going farther west,
Saskatchewan's being mapped right now.
yeah, so these guys got coverage of way more lakes in Canada than anybody else, in good mapping, high detail on a lot of bodies of water that have never had it before. We're in a remote place right now. We got pretty good mapping of this system, and you get some really cool color palettes with these. We're on new water. I've got everything 6 feet or less highlighted in red just to stay off the danger zones, and that's just a nice feature. But you could highlight the depth where the fish are. If all your walleyes are coming out at 20 feet, you could highlight 18 to 22 feet. Do lots of cool stuff with these
So you
maps.
can make it personalized to you.
Personalized to you and your day on the water. VX map cards from Humminbird.
Fishing the Wild West TV will be right back. This segment is brought to you by Mustang Survival, Live Beyond Land, and Canalta Hotels, for wherever life takes you.
We hooked up.
Oh, nice one. Gussie's got a nice one on here.
They're fighters, man.
Yeah. That's a beauty.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice one.
I'll retie for my pike encounter. Excellent. That was about 5 or 10 minutes in between. Probably 5 minutes, but again, like just going down the shoreline. And
Ooh.
Gussie's looking for high percentage areas. Sometimes we'll race through an area, sometimes we'll stay in focus on an area, and everywhere he puts us, we're catching fish.
Yeah, you find a few all of a sudden, and
Yeah.
then
Went through a big long stretch with nothing, then bang, double header.
so I just hit spot lock. It's gonna just sort of spin us
Swing it.
around. Oh yeah, look at, there's one nice one right behind you. Look at. Oh, that's funny how they do that. They're probably all over around the boat here right now.
Following all these in.
Yeah.
Something's bit him on the bottom, on his belly. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Probably the pike that we've been wrestling with. But yeah, we come through this whole stretch here and nothing. All of a sudden, bang, bang, bang.
Not a bass.
Pike.
Not gonna make it fast.
There's some nice ones. I mean, we've
Nice
caught,
pike.
look at this guy's
Look at
got
the
a couple of those
scar on him.
lampreys on it. Yeah, like 3. We're gonna help this guy out.
Those Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so chatterbait. Little
He's
bladed
got a
jig
scar on
action.
him too on the back.
Look at this. I've never really seen a lot of these before, but I can tell you one thing, they're kind of creepy. There's a few. See that thing? Yeah, we're helping this guy out. Look at that nasty thing. Ugh. It's a big one. Okay, well, you're clear now, man.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, he's a nice one. Really, I'm gonna, just in case.
Always worth a,
Yeah.
you just never know.
I'll try to stay out of your way.
Come here, buddy. Double hooked. Nice one. Nice bass.
Right by that rock.
Man, that was right up in the dirt.
Right by
good
that
one, too.
rock where you said he'd be. Okay. I gotta do this.
He's got a red spot on him too. It's almost like that's what those are from.
those
bass probably rub them off on the rocks a little more.
lamp
Yeah.
lampreys, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Look, that's what he's talking about there, but just a lot of these. I can't even tell you how many smallmouth bass we've caught. We're going back to enjoy the festivities, back at Trail End Camps, and celebrate the Hook Magazine's 15th year anniversary. We've been fishing with Jeff Gustafson, the 2023 Bassmaster Classic World Champion. Jeff, we want to wish you all the best luck in the coming season.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for joining us here on Fish in the Wild West TV. If you like what you've seen, join us on social media or through the pages of Hook Magazine.
Living a dream, fishing the streams, fishing the